Welcome to Trade Setup, and this Friday afternoon, the 16th of September, we're going to have a quick look at obviously what happened today on the ASX200. We'll look at the price action for the day, how that panned out. We're going to also have a look at gold, and we'll go to the US market and see how that could pan out and what levels to look at tonight. Okay, looking at the ASX200, this is a daily chart here. We've discussed this for quite a few days now, and we were looking for that contraction lower off the 56,600, expecting a target zone. We're looking around the 5200 to 5210 zone for that to ease up. Now it did spike through that, and we found support at the 5158, which is a minor level, inside level here that we can see. We found that got rejected off that zone, and the last few days have been quite positive. We were expecting a bit of a bounce off that zone, so it'd be interesting to see how far we can actually go and how far we can push up. The major level which we just broke through obviously last night and today was 52.92, so we'll see what happens tonight in the US to see if they can get any follow through. Now we'll go through to the 30-minute chart now. Sorry, it's not the 30-minute chart, it's a 15-minute chart here. We can see that level there, it's a 51.50. We did touch down there, and then we've been discussing this obviously to push higher the last few days. We have seen that push back above the 5200, which is that projected area, 5210. And then we obviously rolled over, but we got oversold levels, but price just could not reach that 51.50. So it's a nice strong sign of continuation higher, and that is a longer term higher low there. And then we can see obviously the last few days and over last night and today has brought us straight back up towards and broke that 52.92 zone. Now we can see that price action from today. This morning we were discussing it. We were expecting a washout of that zone there, so we expected if it washed out lows we'll probably end up higher, and if it washed out the highs we'll probably go lower. Now we did see that open fairly strong, washed out the lows from overnight, and then pretty much bounced from there, and we've seen some good structure to continue back up through the 52.92. We've got some higher lows around that 52.90 zone. It's being rejected, so we can see a good rejection candle here, and here. And that was followed by a good strong push up higher, so we did go into the close, back off just into the close as you would expect, as some day traders were actually closing out of their long positions. So we'll see what the night brings us. If we do get that continuation, that good strong continuation through higher, well above 52.92. Now that brings us to the US. This is the S&P 500. We can see that obviously that big consolidation zone. That's a fair few days there between 21.52 and 21.94. We had that Friday night last week when we got actually poleaxed down to the 21.17 zone. Following Monday, bounced, and we can see all that price action there. It's quite sharp and very volatile. A strong move down and then bounced straight back up again. And then we proceeded to make these higher lows. We had one touch retest here, a minor lower high here, retest it, and then we flushed all those short positions back out again. So we are heading towards oversold, but you can see this market is actually holding up. So we'll see if that can continue back up through these highs at say 21.50. And then just continue back through the 21.64. Take out these highs as well towards the top end of the channel at 21.94. It's probably a big effort, and we can see that contraction made the higher lows and lower highs there. So we'll just see if we could get a bit more of that action before picking a direction. And I'm betting on with the way this is sort of starting to pan out. When we get to oversold levels and prices are holding up, we could get some pressure on the long side. We'll see how that goes tonight. Okay, that brings us on to last but not least gold. Spot gold, this is a 4-hourly chart. We still see the same sort of patterns there, that contraction lower. The daily trend is actually up. We're still holding that 1305 level there. We are heading back down there again, but this type of price action is not conducive of a strong move lower. What we probably would expect, we're coming out of oversold levels. Probably would expect more of buyers to start stepping in again, building that minor higher low above 1305. We could get that washout and then bounce straight back up again, just to flush out a few of those long positions. But overall, it does look quite good. And then if we start seeing those sharp moves back up to 1330, then we would probably expect some buyers to be the slower buyers to get a bit more confidence, and then follow it back up towards 1356 and potentially higher. Again, we'll see how that goes tonight. So I guess banking on the US dollar, how that plays out, and how the traders take the rate rises down the track. Anyway, have a great weekend, and speak to you again on Monday.